I don't feel pretty. I don't really feel that pretty right now. Hello. Hi, welcome to another video. I just got home from work, my rain jacket, so let's get comfortable, shall we? Let's talk about life and good things. Came home just then, looked in the mirror and thought, oh, look at this face. Part of my job, best job in the world, part of my job is that I get to record a news bulletin, which basically has like the top 3 stories of the week, and I get to present it. If you want to see, click on this. Can you even click on stuff in videos anymore? I don't know how YouTube works. But yeah, today's video is about updating you guys on everything that's been happening with my hair. Now currently, it's got a bit of hairspray in it. It's very slicked back on my head, it's in a bun, so I can't show you what it looks like right now. However, I've been on this no-poo journey, as many of you will remember from my first 2 videos about it, and at the moment, I am working on the chickpea method, which is proving to be interesting. The first thing I started doing in about March, April in Australia, where I live, which is when we went into lockdown, was I decided to not wash my hair for, I think it was 2.5 weeks. Anyway, I wanted to try no-poo and I wanted to minimize my chemical consumption and also the plastic waste that goes into all these products. Like, it's crazy how much waste there is. So I did some research and I found that the most popular method, or one of the most popular methods anyway, is the baking soda and apple cider vinegar method of no-poo, and I tried it and it worked really well. But a lot of you guys commented saying, you know, this does lots of damage to your hair in the long run. It's really, really acidic or really, really basic, like it doesn't balance the pH. And the problem with that method is that it is difficult to get the pH balanced. And I sort of experienced that a little bit, like my ends did get a little bit more dry toward the end, but it wasn't anything that I hadn't experienced before. Like I wasn't, oh my goodness, my hair's falling out, oh my goodness, like my hair's dying. It wasn't anything like that. It was just like, actually, maybe I will try all of these other methods. And thank you so much to everyone who commented on those videos and shared your experience and all of the methods that you've tried. So I'm gonna get that box from up there and show you the different things that I'm currently trying. This is my handy trendy box. Yeah. My handy dandy box of all my goodies. So I get to show you my health food haul, which is very exciting. I'm trying 1, 2, 3, 4 different methods. No, that's a lie. Technically it's 7 different methods, but anyway, I'm going to explain that. So the first thing I'm trying is basine flour, also known as chickpea flour. And this is organically made from brown chickpeas, non-GMO, all that good stuff. Like, you don't have to get the organic GMO one, but it just so happens that that's the only thing my health food or my local shop stocked. So with this one, I've been basically mixing up a paste and trying that in my hair. And I'm going to be showing you this one in this video after I introduce all of the others, which I'll probably have to put in other videos, I think, because it's going to take too long. The next thing I have been trying is wholemeal rye flour. So the rye flour method is quite similar in its, you know, method. The method is similar in its method. The wholemeal rye flour, or just rye flour method, is quite similar to the chickpea one. A lot of people do a paste, although a lot of people also do more of like a liquid for both of these methods. So I'm going to be showing you the different ways you can do things. But yeah, so you've got rye flour, you've got chickpea flour. These are both highly recommended and also requested. So they're coming up soon. The next thing is organic soapberries. These are really funky. I'll show you. So I haven't actually tried these on my hair yet. I'm filming this little introduction prior to doing this. But there's absolutely no plastic waste in this. These packages do have plastic waste. However, I actually live about 100 meters up the road from a plastic recycling plant, like soft plastics, which is so good. So I can just put these in the recycle and then I don't have any guilt. But if you don't live close, maybe soapberries is something you might try. Can't recommend it yet, don't know. But this is what they look like. Wow, they're hard to get out. I want my berries. I want my berries. These are certified organic, hyperallergenic, vegan, waste-free, and compostable. So they have a really strange smell. It's like a mix between vinegar and chocolate. I don't quite know how else to explain that, but yeah, basically they're just these little dried berry things. I'll see if I can get that to focus. You see that? Like a little dried berry. And these ones, you basically, I actually don't really know how to use these. TBA on the soapberries. And then finally, last but not least, I ordered 3 kinds of clay off eBay because I heard each of these were quite successful and that you can use them in tandem because they all have different effects. Now, I watched a fantastic, super informative video, or actually series of videos on the clay, and I can't replicate that. So if you're interested in that information, I'll link it below. Yeah, this woman basically goes into the science behind it and how there's like negative and positive ions and like the way that it's charged. Oh, they gave me free tea. That's so lovely. Haven't actually opened this one. So currently I've tried the rye flour. I've tried this one, and I've also tried the chickpea flour, but I'm yet to try the soapberries and the clay. But I ordered 3 kinds of clay. So I've got kaolin white clay. I'm not going to open these up because it's going to take forever. But yeah, 100 grams of each. So kaolin white clay. I've also got Tallowood That's the brand. Moroccan red clay, which is also known as Gasul or Russell clay. This one was definitely the most difficult to source. I struggled so hard to find this, but I finally found a brand that would give them all to me and also had them all. So yeah, Tallowood Herbs, if you're interested, I can also link them below. And it's also an Australian brand though, so better for Australian residents, I'm sure. I also ordered some Australian bentonite clay. So apparently if you mix all these in different ratios, you can get a really good effect on your hair. I'm going to try them all separately and then together and all that good stuff. But yeah, basically for the next 4 videos, or maybe not the next 4 videos, but I'm going to be doing a series of 4 different videos on the different methods and which ones I like better. I'm going to be rating them out of 10. If you've ever wondered what the sound of a cat procreating sounds like, that was it. Kittens coming soon to a Maryellen creative channel near you. What was I saying? So the first video today, I'll be going into chickpea flour, basine flour. Next video will be wholemeal flour, and then the next videos after that will be the soapberries and the clay. So if you're interested, if you would really like comprehensive and in-depth and honest opinion about how these methods at least work for me and how they might work for you, some practical tips, some methods, the methods that work, the methods that don't, all of that good stuff, make sure you hit the subscribe button and comment down below which method has worked best for you if you've tried it, or which method you're most excited for. I hope you enjoy the rest of this video watching my... What was I going to say? Ah, yes. Okay, so when I first started the chickpea method, the first thing I did was got a bunch of chickpea flour and just put it in a Voss bottle. You could put it in any container you like. It was about 2 to 3 tablespoons of the chickpea flour in about 2 cups of water, approximately. And it sort of made like an almond milk sort of a consistency. That's the consistency you're looking for. Unfortunately, my flour happened to clump up everywhere. Like, it was so impossible. So I think the next time I did this, if I did this method again, would be to sort of sift it somehow. Anyway, so you have like an almond milk consistency, and then I just basically did the same thing I did with the baking soda method. Rather than in a spray bottle, which I think would have clumped up and gotten clogged, I just poured a little bit in at a time, worked it in, you know, rubbed it into my roots, and then I got the whole length of my hair, and I basically just shook it against the side of my head in order to get a full coating on the hair everywhere. Then I just went ahead and rinsed it out, and everything seemed fine, you know. It felt clean, felt very clean actually. There was no clumping or like residue in my hair anywhere, and my hair felt fairly soft and silky in the shower. But then, oh my goodness, you wouldn't believe how it turned out. Look, I'm just going to show you footage here. I think the results speak for themselves. Yeah, so let's just say I was not happy. In this footage, I had just woken up about 5 minutes ago. What I'd done is I'd slept with my hair out all night to let it dry. But honestly, my hair felt as though I had been in a wind chamber all night long. A wind chamber filled with bleach. It was crusty, brittle, dry, just nothing you want in hair at all. So I tried putting some moisturizer in the bottom, some jojoba oil like I usually do. I usually let that sit in for 5 minutes, and it makes my hair a bit more smooth and silky when I do have dry hair, but nope, it made no difference. It still looks like hay. Also excuse the bad dye job, it's just growing out at the moment. I need to get that redone. Yeah, so I was not happy with this method, and it was really confusing to me because a lot of people in the comments of my previous videos, the research that I'd done, had said that chickpea flour is supposed to make your hair really silky and smooth due to the high protein content. Okay guys, before we continue with the video, I just want to make two very quick caveats. First, I know there's not that much footage of my chickpea journey. That's simply because it was not interesting. There was nothing good to film. There was no positive feedback. It was just a sad and sorry experience. So if you were wanting more juicy details, there simply wasn't any to share, and I'm sorry about that. I ended up doing the chickpea method for about 10 days, and after that I just felt so depressed that I went and washed my hair with a normal drugstore shampoo. And that's a conscious decision that I've made to wash my hair maybe twice with a drugstore shampoo in between each no-poo thing that I try, each no-poo method. So that's simply to give you the most accurate representation of what it might look like for you transitioning into a different no-poo. I will also say that it's a lot more easy to transition the second time you do it. Like the first time when I did apple cider vinegar, it was like oily, it was horrible. This time I went from a normal shampoo into this and there was really no transition period. So I'm not sure why that is. Maybe you know, maybe you can let me know in the comments. I think that's all I wanted to say. The second caveat I wanted to make is that I did the chickpea flour method about 3 weeks ago. So I'm sorry I haven't put the video up sooner. Life just moves at a frenetic pace and I always feel guilty for not bringing it out earlier. So I'm sorry, but bear with me. The content is coming. Thank you for being so gracious. And without further ado, I will move into my fantastic hair scale, which I'm going to be doing in every single video so that you can get the juicy details and like make a decision for yourself. So let's go.
Hello and welcome to the Hair Scale, brought to you by You're Worth It Because You're Made in the Image of God Ministries. Today we're going to be rating chickpea flour as an alternative to drugstore shampoo. We'll be rating the method based on 6 different categories. The first, overall ease of use. The second, the cost of materials. The third, the feeling of cleanliness afterwards. The fourth, oil build-up speed. The fifth, texture of the hair. The 6th, feelings of prettiness. And finally, we'll give the whole method a rating out of 10.
Okay, so for ease of use, I'd give it about a 7 because it was easy to do. For cost of materials, chickpea flour is fairly affordable, so a 6 out of 10. Cleanliness, my hair did feel clean. As annoying as the method was, it was clean, so that's an 8 out of 10. Oil build-up speed, I only got about 2 to 3 days in between washes, so that was 5 out of 10. The texture, a 1 out of 10. And in terms of feeling pretty, I felt not very pretty, so I'm going to say a 2 out of 10. And overall, I would rate this method a 3 out of 10. So this is it, guys. I don't even know what to call this, honestly. So this is the effect of chickpea flour. Not happy, Jen. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I've tried it 4 or 5 times now. The first 2 times I tried it with the paste, so I would just like kind of make a, what would I call it? Maybe like almost a cake batter consistency, a little bit thicker than that. And I just sort of put that through my hair, as a lot of videos tell you to do. But that would leave a lot of residue in my scalp, and also it made it even worse than this. This here is the result of what I've been doing for the last, I think, 3 times, which is taking the chickpea flour and creating like a milky substance, and I just pour that through my hair. I've tried it with and without apple cider vinegar afterwards, but this is just disgusting. Like I'm sorry to bring you bad news, to be really negative and stuff, but it's just, for me, chickpea flour has not been successful. I don't know why people keep saying it's so good. What am I doing wrong? If you could let me know in the comments below, I would be so grateful as to just to know how to fix this, if it's fixable. Maybe it's the pH of my water, maybe it's just me, maybe it's my hair type, I'm not sure, but this just feels absolutely dead. It's like, I don't know if you can hear that. It's really crunchy. And also I'm getting a lot more hair foliage as well. Like from crunching it, I just got a whole bunch there. So what's weird is that apple cider and baking soda was supposed to be the more damaging like hair treatment, but this, even though chickpea flour apparently has protein in it that's supposed to be really hydrating and beneficial and like, you know, make your hair more healthy. Basically, it's just been the opposite experience for me. So that's chickpea flour, guys. Next time I'm going to bring you a video on rye flour because it's a similar kind of an idea. You either mix it into the paste or you make it into like the liquid. Gonna see how that goes. But look, I guess I'm gonna have to find some chickpea flour recipes now because I have a buttload of it. I've got so much of it. Maybe I can make some of those like chickpea like deep fried. So yeah, that's chickpea flour. Hope you're all doing well. If you're keeping up with no-poo, you're trying something else, if you've watched my other videos, do let me know how your journey's going. Also, please give me feedback. Constructive criticism is what I want, especially when it comes to giving like advice like this. Please keep in mind that this video is not a professional opinion, it's just my own experience and I'm not trying to prescribe anything onto you. Do what works for you and let me know what works for you. I'll see you in the next video and I hope you're all doing really well. Until then, see ya.